Welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review, episode number 114. Yes, we are exactly 6 episodes away from the series finale of Black Clover. This is episode 164 of the anime, Battlefield Heart Kingdom. And I'm also going to talk about new chapter of the manga, chapter 282. Yep, still not that far away from hitting chapter 300. Only, as of this chapter, only 18 chapters away, that's interesting. I know My Hero just hit 300 just I think it was like just last week. I think it was. It wasn't this past week. It was the week prior. Which kudos for basically hitting that far. And Black Clover's next. Yep. Now this episode adapts from the first 10 pages of chapter 246. Yeah, the last 5 pages are named adapted for this episode. Excuse me. The last 5 pages focuses on the character who's not made his debut just yet. They're probably saving his debut for later. And from what I can tell anyways, they pretty much went through 249 and 250, all the way through for those 2 chapters. And for 251, they adapted, well, I think it was like, they 251, they didn't even finish up in this chapter. Oh no, I think like they went like the first, like 8 pages. And that was it. Yeah, they only went through the first 8 pages, which, okay, so they adapt like half of a chapter. So, maybe they might finish adapting next week, who the heck knows. Then it starts out with Asta sort of in a dream sequence where he's talking to, say, this creature, I think this is the devil, I think I've written the devil's name later. Where he says, kill. Asta wonders what the heck is going on, and he wakes up, like, he can't move. And then, of course, we have Dante basically have an exhibition with Yami, where, well, first he recovers. He uses regeneration action to get up, heal up the wound, and he explains about like why in the world that Yami is so important to his plan. Because to unlock the thing called the Trio Kotorki, Kotorva, I think it's how to pronounce it, where apparently they need dark magic from an arcane stage, and the Clover Kingdom's got 2 people basically who fit the bill. So it has dark magic and light magic. Dark magic, Yami. That's dark magic. Light magic, it's William Vonchance. Yep. At least I appreciate, though, this dialogue is pretty faithful to the source material. And, well, that's it for the conversation. Yeah, they don't go any much further than this. Because if you're curious what happens next, you have to read the manga, because the anime does not cover what happens next. Of course, there's a recap that takes up the first, like few minutes of the episode. Yeah, this recap pretty much recaps everything that's been going on for the last few episodes. Usually do it just for the most recent episode, but this one did look like they recap for the past 2 or 3 episodes, which I thought that was kind of weird. I'm not really sure why. I mean, it's only been a week since the last episode aired, so unknown why they decided to do this, for why in the world they basically. And here's the thing: Crunchyroll, when I watch on theirs, they're like the open narration that takes up a good like minute of the episode. The first minute, that one, a lot of the time when Crunchyroll has on the streaming service, for some reason they trim it down. For some reason, yeah, I have no idea why they trim it down, but that's what it looks on the way it looks on my when I watch in the streaming service on my PS4. Yeah, I've been watching Crunchyroll Funimation on my PS4 for a while now. I mean, yeah, I mean, there's nothing else I can't do. I mean, it's on a TV, and one of the best ways to watch anime is on a TV, and this is my best way of doing it. And I'm watching on a streaming service that I pay for, so why not use it on there? So it's not just my laptop or my phone, it's basically my PS4. Plus, also gives my phone a chance to relax for a while I'm basically watching something. Not everything is on there, but some stuff is on there. For this show, it's on Crunchyroll. I watched some on Crunchyroll. The dub I watched on Funimation. So, in case you're curious, though, is any more of the battle that takes place for Yami and his group? Nope. They cut straight to Heart Kingdom, where they kind of adapt the sequences out of order. Where the first fight you see is a fight that happens in 251. They put this one first for some strange reason. I don't know why. Yeah, there's like 3 fights here. The last one happens in the last little bit of the episode, and Al gets it last. First up, we have Charmy versus a woman who has Medusa-like hair. Why is it Medusa-like hair? Because her hair can move on its own. And it's like burning the forest, and Charmy doesn't want the food to go away. I kind of thought this was Amber because it's been a while since I read the chapter. I mean, this chapter came out like almost a year ago, and I don't really. It's been a while since I read this chapter, so when I reread it, like, oh, okay, that's interesting. It's odd that they put this one before the Leopold fight. I thought that was kind of weird. I'm not really sure why in the world did that for. Maybe for ladies first, and plus also because Charmy doesn't do much of anything in this arc, and of course she's still chubby. So she goes off and she battles the creature, and she pokes fun at her weight, like any person would probably do. And then she transforms into her human form, her beautiful form, as what Rail calls her, or at least the goddess form as he calls her. And then she transforms her sheep into the wolf. Now, the last time she did this was back in the reincarnation arc. Though also, she didn't remember she did this at all. Do I think this time she may actually remember she did do this for reasons? Yep, and pretty much like, well, yeah, I'm basically watching the volume. My microphone keeps going down for some strange reason. I don't know why, but it does. So, pretty much like, and it transforms. And pretty much the whole sequence is pretty much straightforward from the manga. Not much even for dialogue. There's like very little change here. Like, I would say the only change they made to this episode is the sequence they adapt this stuff. Yeah, because after the, seems like right after the thing with Yami and Dante, they went straight to Charmy and then Leopold and then the ending. Which, that's a very interesting order of sequence. Yeah, I'm not really sure why they did that for. Because in the manga, yes, the Yami one happened first. And then it was Luck, his little sequence. And then Leopold, then Charmy, then what happened at the end of this episode. But for some reason, they decided to put the Charmy fight before Leopold. I don't know why. Yeah, her battle was pretty easily won. I mean, she basically didn't take any hits, all shockingly enough. And she did defeat the Medusa woman by having her wolf eat up her hair. And then she proceeds to beat the living crap out of the woman by basically beating up her face and popping out one of her teeth. And that ends that battle. And then we cut to Leopold in the middle of his bout. And yes, in case you're curious though, did this happen in manga too, where we cut to the middle of his battle with one of the Dark Disciples? Yeah, this happened too. So I kind of wish the anime would include the beginning of this fight instead of just jumping like halfway through it. Like the manga did do this. So I can't fault Studio Para for this sequence, for cutting to the middle of this fight, because manga did the same thing. And it's actually a bit more extended than it is the manga. Manga, it's over. It takes up about half of let's say about half of a chapter per se. It takes like quite a while. This one's a bit quicker in the anime, so they do add a little sequence with the eyes. I thought that was kind of creepy with the floating eyes. Excuse me, I saw the floating eyes. The first thing I thought it was Gaara from Naruto having a very similar ability to do this. Though he only does it with one eye and it's made of sand, not made of whatever this guy's power is. So pretty much he beats him by basically making a giant circle, which apparently spent all that time while being hit, basically planting the thing and defeating the guy. And then we get to the end of the episode, where like Leparka is like very pleased with Luck, Leopold, and Charmy in their fights, and then bang, bang, and someone breaks the wall. It's a Dark Disciple, and they're like, how the heck did this guy get here? Also, we do have the where Gaja defeats one of the Dark Disciples really easy off screen. Yeah, it's in here in manga too, so don't fault the anime for that either. And of course, well, Mimosa defeats this Dark Disciple really easily. And then the shocking thing happens to the episode. Then Benika shows up. Yes, the same woman who, get this, gave Labrika her curse mark and killed Noelle's mother. Yes. They'll bring us up to probably a little bit after this. Which, kudos. Great episode of the anime. Can't wait for next week. It's interesting, though, that the chapters they adapted, there's only 2 full chapters they adapted. Because 246, they didn't even adapt the whole thing. Which, yeah, they've been doing that for this arc for some reason. Where this is the first arc I've seen they've done this, where there's not a complete adaptation of a chapter. Because normally, Black Clover for this arc, whenever they adapt the chapter for any of the arcs, they adapt the whole thing. They don't cut it out and save for the next episode. I'm not really... well, I kind of get the reason why they're doing this, because... well, there's not much of the manga, basically, to adapt. No, not really. I mean, right now, they're up to 251. You probably think, oh... 251. Oh crap, they only got like 31 chapters left to adapt. Well, since they didn't fully adapt chapters 246 and 251, okay, fine. Means you got about 34 chapters left. Okay, so we got a couple more chapters on that. Yep, that's probably the reason why, because they're getting close once again to be running out of chapters, but who knows. Alright, now moving on to the new chapter in the manga, which is called Black Guardian. Chapter starts off basically with Asta still taking on the ancient demon. He does his devil union, and of course the Note, the magic, the Parliament Chairman guy. Yeah, the prior chapter was his first appearance in quite a while, and then we finally see, like, we briefly cut to Xeon and Leopold, and they fight. Then we finally get a chance to see Asta's devil form. Like, here it is, Asta's devil uniform. Now, I have heard this particular form. I read this a couple of days ago, but here's the thing: this actually has received pretty negative reception. I'm kind of like, what is so wrong with this look? It's a great look for Asta. The black wings, the eye thing is it's more like his black Ostimo was a partial transformation to this. This is a full transformation. And it's a not bad look for him. I wonder how Noelle Mimosa will react to this particular mode of Asta's. I mean, as far as I can tell, they don't have a problem with the black Ostimo, so they shouldn't have a problem with the Yiv mode. And according to Asta, this whole thing only lasts for 5 minutes. That's how long they can have this last for. So it's almost like with the Black Asta mode, where it doesn't last very long. Okay, so there's a time limit on it. Okay, that's good, because it's something interesting that they have. Like, so they take it down, so they slice into the thing's hand, this demon's hand, or one of his hands anyway, slices it right through, and hey, this magic power, my guy, watch me. I'm going to join forces with the devil, protect this kingdom. And apparently, the whole kingdom can see this. Yes, the whole kingdom. Like, oh no, it's a devil. Let me see Rebecca. Yeah, she's one of like one of the 4 women in love with Asta in the series. Love with Noelle Mimosa, and there's also a woman from the NFC team. She's in love with him too. We see Marie, we see Hodge Village, and then we see Mimosa's idiot brother. And I don't remember who these 2 are. Oh yeah, they're the ones from the Royal Capital arc. And we see Klaus. Everybody's like watching this. Heck, even Marion is here. And Asta uses his and of course the Wizard King is too. And he slices the thing right in half. Like, right through the body, and chops up even part of his horns, too, while he's at it. And pretty much defeats the ancient demon. And, like, yay, oh no, what? If this keeps up, he's gonna, okay, let's have the Spain Kingdom. Okay, so they defeat the ancient demon that's been bound in the kingdom for the past couple chapters. Okay, cool, love it. I give the chapter roughly a 10 out of 10. I love this chapter. You're probably thinking, You're gonna give it a 10 out of 10? Really? I mean, it had a really good ending to it, and it seems as though we're sitting up for something good. Yeah, we kind of, in a way, with this chapter, kind of resolve a plot thread from the arc that came between Reincarnation, this one, where Oscar is being toast with the devil, and was scheduled to be executed. Well, he used power to protect the kingdom, so he might be pardoned after this. It's distinctly possible. I don't think that the chairman would basically have him executed for protect the kingdom, because that would be stupid. Because if he tries to do that, the whole kingdom would turn against him. Yep, but this is a damn good chapter, and I can't wait for the next one to come out, which comes out Sunday, which is awesome. Okay, so that's it for Single Review. I would do another video tonight. I was thinking of doing comic history because I actually have that ready to go, but I need a lot of time with that one. So I'm gonna save it for tomorrow because it's about 10:30 right now. So I expect to see it tomorrow. Okay, so next video. Bye.